Hello, and welcome to the second video of the Bubble Critic Issue Tracking System tutorial video series. Here we have our issue tracking system that we set up in the last video. This video is all about the issue types, these right here. When somebody creates an issue to put into the issue tracking system, they must select an issue type. So by default, the issue tracking system comes with these 6 issue types here. But these issue types are completely editable. To edit the issue types, we go to the admin controls, go to our settings, issue tracking subtab, and then we go here to the issue types and click on this. So from here, we can click on any of the issue types and edit any of its properties. For example, I could change the image or the name of the issue type, what the help message says, what this right here says, or what the default content is. I can even change the wording for when the issue is fixed or when it is denied. So hopefully all that stuff makes sense, and I don't really have to go into how to edit it. You just click on it and then type in the new text, and you click outside and then say commit changes. But what I want to focus on here is these properties that might be a bit confusing. So hopefully it's not too confusing because there are these question marks here that you can click on, and it will explain what the property is. But I think I should go through and explain what each of them are in this video. So selection priority is just the order in which the issue type is displayed when you're creating a new issue. So when you click here, it's this order right here. So bug has a selection priority of 1, text change has a selection priority of 2, and so on. The other priority is display priority, and that's relevant when you're looking at a build. So right here, we have a bug issue as indicated by this icon right here, but to show the display priority, I need to create a new issue. So let's create a new feature. So this new feature will be open in the one build that we have, the priority of medium, and the issue title is we're adding more cats. Description, you will be up to your elbows in cats in the home village. All right, that's the new feature. We'll click create. And now we have 2 issues in our issues list here. Now let's look at build 001. We do that by clicking on it, and then we get this view here. So the order in which these sets of issue types appear is governed by the display priority. So the new feature's issue type must have a lower priority than the bug's issue type. So let's go back to that screen. And let's see. New feature has a display priority of 1, and bug has a display priority of 4. So that's why it was in that order back when we were looking at that build. Okay, so that's the priorities. Now let's look at the is semi-unlimited and the unlock speed. So I think the best way to show that is to let's go look at a user's profile. Go to the Privs tab, and if you saw the privileges video for Bubble Critic forums, you might remember this screen, and you might notice that this privilege here is brand new, this issues per day. It is now here in the user's basic privileges since we installed the issue tracking system. So let's expand this right here. Here's all the different issue types that this user can create. So right now they get 0 issues per day, and of these 3 issue types here, they can create 0 of them per day. However, bugs and text changes has a dash next to it, and that's because these are semi-unlimited. So what semi-unlimited means is, let's say this user can make 5 issues per day. Well, with those 5, they cannot create new features because they can only create 0, and they cannot create UI changes or UX change issue types. But what they can create is bugs and text changes, an unlimited amount of each until their 5 issues per day has been reached. So this makes it so that a user can keep getting more and more issues per day. However, they do not unlock the ability to create these issue types until these individual issue types are unlocked. And the speed that these issue types are unlocked is the unlock speed back at that issue type screen. So these are semi-unlimited, and these have unlock speeds. So let's go back and look at those. All right, so bug, it is semi-unlimited. And when it's semi-unlimited, it does not have an unlock speed, so it's disabled. But now let's go look at new feature. And we will see it is not semi-unlimited, and it has an unlock speed of 2. 2 is rather slow, so users will get the ability to unlock other issue types before eventually they're finally able to create a new feature issue type. So if I want users to create new feature issue types quicker, I can click here and change this to a higher number, to a maximum of 10. Okay, let's set that back. And now we will talk about custom components. When you create an issue, it looks like this. However, if there's more data that we want to collect when a user creates an issue, we can add custom components to this screen here. So we do that when we're editing the issue. Back here. So let's say for bug, we want to add a custom component. We do not have any custom components yet. So if we tried to add one, it would tell us we don't have any. What we first must do is click on this pencil here to create a new custom component. So let's create a drop-down list. We have 4 types to choose from. I'm going to do an example of a drop-down list. And I'm going to name it level. And then we can set the privacy of this data or this component. But I'm going to talk about that later in the privacy video. So I'm just going to leave it fully public. And then I'm going to require an input. And for the options, it's just going to be 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and let's say there's 8 levels. So we are going to require a user to give us a level when they create an issue. We will not give it a default value, and let's just create it like this. So once it's created, we can then edit it. But of course I don't want to do that, so let's just close this. And now when we click here, we will see level is a custom component that we can add. Let's add it. And now bugs will have this level drop-down list. Let's commit the changes. And now when we create a new bug, we have this level. It tells us selection is required, so we must choose one of these. One thing to note here is that this level drop-down list was only added to the bug issue type. If we select another issue type, like text change, the level custom component is not there. If we want that custom component to be added to other issue types, we have to add them all separately. So let's add it to the text change. And then let's add it to the new feature as well. Okay, so it is here for bug and for text change and new feature. However, it is not under UI change or UX change. Now you might be wondering, what is this 6th issue type here, this mega issue? It is a special issue type. It has a lot of functionality, so I'm going to cover it in the next video. This video is all done. In the next video, we'll talk about the mega issue, and we will talk about the filter. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching.